Couple places I want to talk about where we won't allow pedestrians just for some safety issues is on all of the bridges. All the bridges that cross Hillsborough River, we are going to keep pedestrians from, just like we did last year, we won't allow pedestrians to watch the parade from there, only because we're probably going to have some boats that we need to raise the bridges for, and we cannot have pedestrians on there, which would also mean there's going to be temporary road closures there as well. When we have to open the bridge to let the boats through, the traffic will be temporarily stopped on those bridges. So a couple road closures to go over real quick, and again, we're planning this as we're going. There's still meetings going on right now, but as of right now, Doyle Carlton's going to be closed, along with Laurel and Green Street from Boulevard. Laurel and Green will be closed from North Boulevard to Laurel Street. And then obviously boaters are welcome to be in the water to enjoy the parade. You guys can see the best views probably from the Tampa General Hospital area right there in the basin by the TCC. However, that if you are in the water, we do ask that you know, there's going to be multiple law enforcement vessels in the water keeping the parade safe, keeping the citizens safe. We ask you for your cooperation in keeping a safe boundary from the actual parade itself. That way we can have a safe event and everybody can enjoy the event. They can get off the boats and come to Julian B. Lane Park for the party that's over here. So standing behind me is just a sample of some of the law enforcement partners and public safety partners that we do. Every big event in here in Tampa, we can't do it by ourselves. Obviously our partners standing behind us are a big part of that. So Tampa Fire Rescue obviously is hand in hand with us day in and day out. The City of Tampa Mobility as well. These big events, Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Chronister and his team are always there by us, and all these events from Super Bowl to the Pope Parades, and including this one. Heart is also a big part of our plan when it comes to transporting people to and from downtown area, right? Getting them here safely, as well as FWC and the U.S. Coast Guard will also have some assets in the water to help us out. So with that, I want to turn it over real quick to Chief Barbara Tripp with the Tampa Fire Department just to go over some tips from her end. Chief?
Okay, thank you, Chief. Chief Barbara Tripp with Tampa Fire Rescue. Just a couple of warnings I would like to put out to the public while we try to celebrate the winning of the Stanley Cup. We want to make sure everyone stay hydrated. Even though it's going to be early in the morning, we know the humidity here, and actually we want everyone to take precautions as far as the heat. We will have EMS units out here to assist throughout the parade route and on the Riverwalk, so if you need any assistance, make sure you contact us, as well as our Marine Division. We will have our Marine Division out on the water to provide that extra safety. So we want everyone to have a good time, celebrate, but we also want you to think wisely and think about your health, okay?
Thank you, Chief. Major David Arthur, Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. On behalf of Sheriff Chad Chronister and the close to 4,000 men and women of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, congratulations, job well done. We're excited to invite everyone to come out and celebrate with us on Monday, but we ask we do it responsibly. If you're going to be operating a boat or watercraft, please refrain from consuming alcohol. If you do, please have a designated driver on board with you. And also make sure you have all the proper safety equipment, including vests, life jackets for all your passengers. It's going to be hot. There's going to be a lot of people out here. We're expecting the crowd into thousands, so please pack some patience as well. We're going to have marine assets out here, helicopters, motorcycles, boats, as you can see. So it's going to take a lot of patience from everybody. And one final thing, if you see something, say something. Tampa Police, thanks again for the invite to come out here and secure this venue with you. But you guys, the public, you're our best public safety partner. So thank you very much.
Afternoon, Vic B-Day, Mobility Department. So we do expect a lot of traffic. We'll have a lot of our community down here. That's what happens when you win 2 championships. So that's a good problem to have. We are opening all of our parking facilities and lots. They will be available, but it is a weekday, and so capacity will be limited. If you plan to view the parade from the downtown core, south of 275, your best bet is to park in Ybor City or the port garages and take the streetcar. The streetcar is free, runs every 15 minutes, and you'll get off at either stations 10 or 11 to access the parade. Again, do expect some traffic. We will be opening and operating the bridges as needed, but traffic will be unavoidable. So come early, park in a good place, know where you're parked, and enjoy the parade. Thank you.
Thanks, Vic. And just real quick, just a couple things before we wrap it up. It's been said a couple times, but just like we do in all events here than we do in Tampa, the parade or Gasparilla or the Super Bowl events, if you're planning on coming down, have a plan in place. Right? Try to get here early, like you heard, and we fully expect this to be a big crowd. We expect the citizens to come out and really enjoy the back-to-back Stanley Cup championship. So there's going to be people, there's going to be crowds here. So try to plan to get here early. Try to have an idea of where to park. If you're bringing small children, take a picture of them when you get here or right when you leave the house, so we have a picture of what they're wearing. So in the event that you guys get temporarily separated because of the crowd, there's plenty of law enforcement officers that are going to be here on foot, right, in the water, on bikes, up in the air. We'll be able to locate the kid a lot quicker and get them to you in a short amount of time. And then when you park, if you're not real familiar with parking lots in downtown area or the surrounding areas, just take a picture of the cross streets area. So if you get some confusion, you can stop any law enforcement officer here. We'll be happy to help you get to your car a lot quicker, save you from a few hours of walking around aimlessly. And then just like Major Arthur said, if you guys see something, please say something. There's plenty of officers out here, but we truly do rely on the citizens of this city to keep it safe. So if you see something that's not right, you see something out of place, please notify a local law enforcement officer that you see so we can address it properly and keep everything safe. So with that, I think we'll open it up to any questions you have for anybody up here.
You guys have done several events like this now with championships and celebrations. What is typically the main issue from a safety standpoint that you guys run into?
So, I mean, it's like large crowds are just, they're concerns for us in general. But like you said, we have a good partnership with all of the local law enforcement agencies. So when we get crowds like this, it's a matter of us picking up the phone, and we get plenty of assets here to ensure that exact thing, that the events go off safe and that the people come here to truly enjoy the event and not have to worry about anything else.
How difficult was it to keep other folks away, especially it seemed like Tampa Year's Parade, if there was log jams and folks getting too close to the, Tom Brady's boat, for example?
Yeah, everybody wants to be on Tom Brady's boat. Yeah. No, it's and that's why we asked just to please cooperate with we know people are going to get excited. We know they want to get close to the players. There's plenty of opportunities to view them safely from a distance. You just got to remember a lot of people are going to be down here to see it. There's plenty of room in the water for the boats, but we just ask that you please just stay. There'll be numerous law enforcement vessels up and down the river to try to keep them aside, but we do ask that the boaters boat responsibly, right, and then and keep a safe distance from the actual parade route itself.
Can you give us an idea of numbers, manpower, boat power?
Plenty. We'll have enough. We don't talk specific numbers. It's just like any other event. We sit down and we plan it with other agencies on the need, on the space and the distance of what we have, and we ensure that we have adequate coverage, both air, land, sea, to make sure it's a safe event.
This may seem silly, but the players are thinking about it.
I knew it. Yeah. So that we actually we had a conversation about that itself. So we do have the dive team on the boats. They're part of our marine package. They're on every boat that's going to be in the water. If for some reason something happens and we got to go in the water, then we'll be the first ones down there.
When it comes to the marine patrol units, what are you guys keeping an eye out for?
A lot of things. So just like we do when we have the guys on the bicycles patrolling around looking for things out of place, they're going to be concerned with boaters not acting responsibly or not listening to the rules. So they have their own guidelines on the water. Like David Arthur said, we want to make sure that they're responsible. There's no excessive drinking on the boats, and people have their proper equipment with them. So they'll have their hands full, but they're up for the challenge.
Last question.
Who's going to be the point agency? How do you coordinate between all of these? Who runs everything?
Yeah, so it's in the city. So the city of Tampa is a point, but like every other event, we can't do this just with our 1,000 men and women that we have working for us. So just like Super Bowl, just like the other parades, we have an operational center where everybody's in the same room together, talking through what's going on, and then the right decisions coming out.